Blackstone Audiobooks presents The Politically Incorrect Guide to Islam and the Crusades by Robert Spencer. Introduction. Islam and the Crusades. The Crusades may be causing more devastation today than they ever did in the 3 centuries when most of them were fought. Not in terms of lives lost and property destroyed. Today's is a more subtle destruction. The Crusades have become a cardinal sin, not only of the Catholic Church, but also of the Western world in general. They are Exhibit A for the case that the current strife between the Muslim world and Western post-Christian civilization is ultimately the responsibility of the West, which has provoked, exploited, and brutalized Muslims ever since the first Frankish warriors entered Jerusalem and, well, let Bill Clinton tell it. Indeed, in the First Crusade, when the Christian soldiers took Jerusalem, they first burned a synagogue with 300 Jews in it, and proceeded to kill every woman and child who was Muslim on the Temple Mount. The contemporaneous descriptions of the event describe soldiers walking on the Temple Mount, a holy place to Christians, with blood running up to their knees. I can tell you that story is still being told today in the Middle East, and we are still paying for it. In this analysis, Clinton curiously echoed Osama bin Laden himself, some of whose own communiques spoke of his organization not as Al-Qaeda, but of a World Islamic Front for Jihad against Jews and Crusaders, and called in a fatwa for jihad against Jews and Crusaders. Such usage is quite widespread. Shortly before the beginning of the Iraqi war that toppled Saddam Hussein, on November 8, 2002, Sheikh Bakr Abed al-Razak al-Samarai preached in Baghdad's Mother of All Battles Mosque about this difficult hour in which the Islamic nation is experiencing, an hour in which it faces the challenge of forces of disbelief of infidels, Jews, Crusaders, Americans, and Britons. Similarly, when Islamic jihadists bombed the U.S. consulate in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia in December 2004, they explained that the attack was part of a larger plan to strike back at Crusaders. This operation comes as part of several operations that are organized and planned by Al-Qaeda as part of the battle against the Crusaders and the Jews, as well as part of the plan to force the unbelievers to leave the Arabian Peninsula.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?